Beautiful day. Oh, who's that?
You have reached Keko's inbox. Please leave a short message after the tone.
Hey, Johnny, pick up. I'm trying to get hold of you. I'm looking forward to the new season. Where are you, man? I'm down in your office. Someone let me in. I don't know who they were, but I love the new setup. It's great. Call me back when you get a chance. Please.
Again.
Johnny, round one's this weekend. Will you please call me back? This is becoming something more than it needs to be. Just call me back, okay? Johnny, it's David again. Look, I'm really sorry about the last call. I don't know what came over me. Just give me a call when you get this message. I've got some ice cream. I can come down and bring you some ice cream. I know you like ice cream. Call me, Johnny. Please call me, Johnny. Please call me, Johnny. Johnny, please call me back. We need to record episode 1. Round 1's only a few days away.
Oh, man. David, what's up?
Johnny, so glad you've answered. It's episode 1.
Wait, what?
Where are you? You need to get to the studio.
Oh, no, is that today?
Yeah, today. Get yourself up here, man. I'm waiting for you. Come on, pal. I've got ice cream and everything.
No, I'm busy, but I can make it.
What a relief. I hope you're wearing your summery, flowery shirt. I am.
Please leave a short message after the tone.
David, hey mate, I'm on my way, mate. Won't be too far off, and so sorry. I'll be there soon. I'll get some canapes for you on the way. The local game returns for season 2. We kick things off with a brand new segment where James Boffa grabs the mic at Campbelltown City. Returning is Press for Time with Antonis Pagonis. We take a look at round 1 fixtures, plus some debuts in the A-League, a new division coming soon, plus a whole lot more in the local game. David,
Johnny.
we're back.
Hi, pal.
Hello and welcome back to the local game for 2025 season 2. We are back. Almost missed it, but we weren't going to miss it for today because a big episode. I'm your host, Johnny Keko. Alongside me, you know him, David Grant. Good to have you back, mate. Season 2.
Thanks for having me back, Johnny. Second year, eh?
I know, it is exciting. What a great off-season it's been. I am relaxed. A lot of time at the beach, almost too long of a time at the beach. A little bit dark as well.
Oh, you are too. Well,
Yeah.
You've been slip, slop, slapping.
Maybe. Yes, I have been. Anyway, well, we got a lot to get through. I'm very happy to have you back on board for season 2 of the local game. It's been a very long off season. We left you all last year from the Parklands and also the grand final show. Just reflecting on that, how exciting and awesome was it to have the grand final show in front of a live studio audience and just see the faces, because we do it here for 29 weeks of the year in the studio, but to have those faces right in front of us, a little bit daunting at the start, but it was fun.
It was quite nerve-wracking, yeah, but it was fantastic to have a live audience in front of us and to see the people that listen to us and watch at home, so great.
Yes, and if it is your first time watching the local game, it is a football show about South Australian football, the community, and we're very happy to have you on board, but it's a light-hearted show as well. We love to have a bit of fun, as you did see there earlier. So we got a lot of new segments to come this year. We got some exciting new features as well for this year. We got 3 cameras now, that's right. We got that new camera up there as well. We got this one standard on me and this one here on David Grant. Oh, hello. Hey. But anyway, let's get straight into the show. Some things don't change. That is like press for time later in the show, and also this segment as well. It is the hot topics. Let's discuss some of the big topics from the off-season. There's so many to talk about. But let's top off with something that's pulls at the heartstrings, this one here. Run, Robbie, run. It is something that was amazing to see and how quickly it took off as well. Robbie Lipper, a former NPL player, He was at Mowbray Jets only a few years ago, played with them during the Australia Cup run the first time. But it's amazing to see what he did, raise over $100,000 in his run from, I think it was Victor Harbour to Glenelg. And just to crack that amount for the Little Heroes Foundation, who do an amazing job, and also just to raise awareness for childhood dementia.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I have a day job in health, and I wasn't really aware of childhood dementia. So apart from anything else, raising awareness as well as cash. So very commendable. Well done, Robbie. It
is fantastic to see. Everyone got behind him, even people like Soda as well. Mark Soderstrom, a newsreader as well for Channel 7. So to see people like that, as well as all these local people and just everyday people getting behind it, it's fantastic to see. Yeah. And a charity like that, Little Heroes Foundation, just something as little as $1,000 does a lot, but to be able to raise way over that $100,000 mark, and I know they surpassed what their reach was, is incredible.
Yeah, highly commendable. Well done, Robbie.
And well done to Robbie. He's great. Go get your haircut with him as well. Attaboy, he does some great haircuts and does some great content. So even just follow him on Instagram because he's got some great videos out there as well. But anyway, let's move into the second one. Well done to Robbie on that one. And the second one is football related with the Australian Championship. That much awaited second division is finally here in some form. Some may say it's a right step forward. Some may say it's not. What do you think? This has got those eight foundation clubs, all from Victoria and New South Wales only. It's caused a little bit of confusion with some people that aren't really well across it, that there's no South Australians in there. But there will be one, and that is the Premier of South Australia in this current season of the NPL. Who's that's going to be? We don't know yet, but that just to put it into context, if it was last year, it would have been Metro Stars. So just to see this new format, I think it's a good step, but what do you think? Is it the right step?
Look, time will tell. We have tried this sort of stuff before. There was a sort of conference arrangement that was regionalised between 1984 and 1986, and that didn't work out. But I'm hoping this might be different, and it's something that can take off. We've got the tyranny of distance in Australia, don't we? It's not like grounds are very close to each other. So, I mean, look, it's a great idea. Whether it works out in practice or not, we'll find out in about 2 or 3 seasons.
The question I have is those 8 foundation clubs who put money in it to try and put their bid forward for this second division have now got this new format, but is this what they had hoped for when they spent the money? I don't think it was, but will they get the opportunity to finally get to that national second tier? If this doesn't go the way it's planned to go, that's what I'm worried about as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think those of us who are old enough to remember the NSL and the NSL's heyday are probably quite happy to see some of these clubs back in South Melbourne and teams like that. Fantastic to see them on a national stage again. But we'll see how it goes.
We'll see. But even like Marconi, they deserve some of those clubs actually deserve to be in the A-League. To be honest, they could easily be there with their supporters base and the money they do generate. So it would be good to see. But I'm looking forward to it.
Well, look at what happens in your Australia Cup. These teams are often causing upset. They're certainly capable of playing at that level. And
it's also the other thing as well. It's really caused some players to get excited and even want to be a part of this already. And it's only just been announced, only like a week or so already. And players are already talking about, all right, once we get there, let's really play for it and try and win the national second tier. So that's a very good start as well. But also, let's talk about some features in the A-League as well. We've seen some National Premier League players and also we've also seen some referees feature in Cooper Stadium as well. We saw Daniel Cook last year. He made his debut in the A-League and also made his A-League debut at Hamish Stadium this year as well. But the ones that made their first ever A-League debut, Ellie Seaton in A-League Women and also Nick Elligan on the line as well.
Yeah, and I've been to a couple of games where they've been officiating. Saw Ellie at the weekend, just gone. She was running the line in the women's game, and Daniel Cook as well. So fantastic to see these locals on the national stage. Absolutely, and talking about some other local NPL players as well, let's talk about the youngsters on the weekend, Mladi Tatu and also Harry Crawford, who made their senior Adelaide United A-League debut. How fantastic is that? Unfortunately, I fell asleep during that game at home. I was watching it from home. A long day at Live Golf, but a little bit sunstroke. But I missed out on that moment. But to see Harry Crawford
come off a pre-season friendly against Metro Stars earlier on in that game, a last-minute call-up and get his debut.
Yeah, I mean, Harry Crawford had played 90 minutes in a pre-season friendly against Metro Stars. A couple of hours earlier, gets the call-up and he's on the bench for the A-League match, and then he comes on with about 10 minutes to go. But yeah, awesome to see him getting a run.
I'm really enjoying Adelaide United this year. They've had some great performances. We've had some moments where they struggle at times, where they had the lead, they let go of it, or vice versa. And it's disappointing to see, but there's been some very good highlights, I think, this year. I know he's not South Australian, but I think Archie Goodwin's been a massive pickup for Adelaide United. And some of those young boys as well. We've seen Jay Barnett do very well this season, and even Ethan Gallagher.
Yeah. The other one to consider is Zach Clough, who's come from Carlisle, and I'm sure he's enjoying his time in Adelaide, because I've been to Carlisle, and I'm sure that the difference between Carlisle and Adelaide is immense. So, but Zach Clough has got the most assists for Adelaide United, and he's their second, I think, top scorer this season. So he's been a revelation too.
I bumped into him once at the shops, and I told him how I put Stefan Mork as most assists for Adelaide United as my prediction prior to the season. He wasn't happy, but that weekend he actually came back and got an assist that week, the next day. So yeah. I think I gave him a little bit of a push to get that. I do regret not putting him there, because he's had an amazing start to the season.
He has.
Also talking about LA United, on the weekend we did have some viewers head down to the game. We gave away some tickets to LA United. Melissa went down. She really enjoyed the game. Unfortunate result for the Reds, with the men losing and the women just getting a draw on the weekend. But what a great day she did have. I just want to say we have a new website as well. So that's where it was to celebrate the new website, this giveaway. And also we have more tickets to give away throughout the season.
Yeah, awesome. It's great. I hope she enjoyed the experience. Maybe not the result with Newcastle Jets pulling away with a 2-1 win, but the experience anyway. Yes,
and just to add to that as well, that was a double-header, women's and men's, but there's another double-header coming up. It's on the 14th of March, a Friday afternoon. It's with the NPL. So the NPL LA United youth team taking on FK Belgrade in the afternoon, followed by LA United and MacArthur. That's a big game. I know Belgrade players are excited to play on Cooper Stadium once again. We have some tickets to give away to that as well. So you can head to the thelocalgame.com.au/win. Head there, enter online. Also, there will be ways to enter on social media as well, but that's the main place you can enter now to get yourself a double pass to see FK Belgrade taking on LA United Youth, and also LA United and MacArthur. I love doing these giveaways.
I'm sure you do. You're very generous, Johnny.
Yes. Well, thanks to LA United. Get your tickets as well. If you haven't got tickets already, secure them, because they do go fast. This year there's been a few sellouts. So head down. A lot of fun. And anyway, another thing we're going to do, a new segment this year. Let's have a look. We love heading out to the streets. We love heading out to the clubs. And that's why we've introduced this new segment that will come some weeks not. But it is this week. We're kicking it all off. It's called Club Talk. And to kick it all off, we've given the mic to someone I've regretted giving the mic to, but he's funny.
You haven't given it to James Boffa, have you?
Yeah, I have. James Boffa, what can happen? What can go wrong? Here's Club Talk.
Hi, I'm James Boffa from the Campbelltown senior team. Tonight we're going to go inside. It's Thursday night training and ask the boys a few questions. All right, tonight we're going to start with James Karachi. James Karach, welcome to Campbelltown, mate. How are you feeling about the upcoming season?
Good, bro. Excited.
You got anything else to say? How's training been? How you been settling into the new team?
Yeah, training's killer. Enjoying it a lot.
And tell us about your favourite restaurant. Where'd you take the boys the other week for a bella pizza?
Grotto's, the best in Adelaide.
Adzili and Bruno, how are you feeling being back at Campbelltown?
I don't do interviews.
Doesn't do interviews. On to the next one. Marky, how come you got no pizza tonight?
It's just a tradition I've had for the last couple of years. I used to get slaughtered on the field a bit for being too heavy, so I've cut down and I'm
It's looking good. It's looking good, huh? There's no hidden secret. We've obviously had Mark have a hair transplant, yourself and Alex Mullen. Do you think that's going to affect your headering this year?
Potentially. I have tried to avoid all headering in pre-season and in games, so nothing different to what I usually do. I let Alex header the ball, but it might be an issue this year, so we'll see how we go.
Ideal date location.
I don't know.
Beach walk, little dinner, Hoyt.
Yeah, beach walk's good.
Al, what was your favourite memory about last year, and how are you feeling about entering into 2025?
I thought last year was great. I'm really looking forward to this year. I think we've got a really good team, and I think I'm really looking forward to some more successes for Campbelltown this year.
Well said. Thanks, Al.
Thanks, Bob.
Right timing for pizza.
How are you feeling about 2025?
I'm pumped. Can't wait.
Oh, are you excited? Everything's
excited.
sorted?
Can't
All the
wait.
back end.
Ready to go for another year, another championship.
And how you feel about having your son here, Adam and Bruno? I don't do interviews.
It's exciting. It's going to be
Definitely.
challenging, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's been a great player.
good.
He's joined us straight in, and I think it's going to be a smooth transition for him, so very exciting.
All good.
Cheers, Donny. Famous Joshua Baresi scored in the final, was it 2019? Just going to ask you 2021, sorry. Just going to ask you a few questions. Now that you're 30, what's going on with your relationship? It's up and down like a bit of a yo-yo. Conrad, got a few questions for you. Funniest teammate and least funniest teammate?
Least funniest teammate would have to be Matt Centofanti. And the funniest teammate, not because he's funny, just says the dumbest things and we laugh at him, Ants Piscinari.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Okay, put your fingers in.
Wow. Yeah, it's on and off like a light switch, but, she's a good girl, so.
Well said, well said, well said. How you feeling about your brother joining the club? He's got big shoes to fill.
Big shoes, bro. Big shoes.
You think you could take his position?
Yeah, easily. Man. Left back. Yeah, easy. Nah, he's got the pressure of the hill.
Yeah,
He's
we'll
gonna-
give
he's
it a
gonna-
few games. I think you'll be jumping straight in. So obviously had Bracky done really well in his ATAR, Harvey, a few of the other boys. We're just wondering about yourself. How are you feeling about year 12 and what subjects are you taking on?
I'm taking maths, English, religion, what else?
Well, it's really important you do religion, and I also think it's really important that you do well in your academic, because at Campbelltown we set a high standard, and we think he's going to become a great professional. So thanks, mate.
Thank you.
We're with Tommy Vanders here, long life player and supporter, sponsor. How are you feeling about the 2025 season for the boys, and what are some memories from last year that hopefully we can bring into this season?
The only thing I remember, September, and the only thing we're going to do again this year, September.
So, this is the last interview of the night here. Joshy, who's the toughest teammate you come up against at training, and why? Tell us why.
At training? Probably Boff. Maybe Boff, because he chomps at the legs. He just goes to hack everybody.
Oh, I'm clean as a whistle.
Or maybe Jarvan even now. Jarvan is an absolute brute. So
the Ox, we call him the Ox.
Watch out, everybody. Watch out.
All the best this season, mate.
You too, James. All the best.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks. All the best.
Thanks for joining me tonight. We're at the club here with some amazing pizza. I hope you come and support us during the season, and we look forward to seeing you all out there. Cheers.
Well, I actually do regret giving you the microphone because anything can happen, but we cut it off just before anything did go wrong. But that's what we love about Club Talk. Next week, I might head out to West Adelaide Women as well to get them to do the exact same thing. But yeah, a little bit loose.
Yeah, it was, but he did well, James Boffa. Is my position under threat?
Maybe. I think Mark Marino give you a run for your money with the abs, I reckon.
I used to have a six-pack, now just got a barrel.
Anyway, you might turn into that. Don't turn into that. Don't go get some snacks. Go get a glass of water on this ad break. We'll be back on the other side. We are going to talk round one football. It is the NPL and the State League One. Kick it off this weekend. Also, press the time with Antonis Pagonis making a return to season 2. He is back. Don't go anywhere. It is the local game. We'll see you back on the other side.
Dealing with pressure is never easy. But pressure is part of the game too. When everything is in your hands, become your own hero.
Welcome back to the local game. It is a pleasure to have you back on board. Season 2, episode 1. It's gone. We're back to the final part of the show, and it's gone very quickly, David.
Flown by. flown by.
Absolutely has. Well, we got so much to get through before we head to Press for Time, and he's going to be very pressed for time this year. He asked for more time, but I don't think he's getting it this week at least.
It's not pressed for time if he's getting more time, is it?
No, it definitely is not. This weekend is the WSL Cup Final, WSL Pre-Season Cup Final this weekend. Grove versus Jaguars. Got a tip? I think Grove could do it.
I'm going to go for Elizabeth Grove as well. It's fairly early on, and who knows really? There's no long-term format that we can go or passage of play in the past that we can make a judgment on. But I'm going to go for Grove.
Yeah, same here.
Are you doing a score as well?
Yeah, go for a score.
I'll go for Grove in extra time.
Extra time?
Aye, 3-2. 2-2 after 90, and a goal in extra time.
I think it'll be high scoring. I don't know. I can't really put a number on it, but I think it'll be high scoring. It'll be exciting. Head down, watch it. Yeah, I think Grove could do it. They're a good team. Anyway, let's move into the round one fixtures. Their WSL kicks off very soon as well. So this is their last test for pre-season. But this is the full swing of it in this weekend. Round one, the REA NPL SA. Let's have a look at those fixtures this weekend. Let's take a look. Kicking it all off is the grand final rematch. Friday night action, Campbelltown City. Big crowd anticipated against Metro Stars. Big rivals. It's going to be a great way to kick off the football this weekend.
It is. I mean, this was the game that started us last year, I think, from memory. And Metro Stars have got abundance of players coming in. Jake Porter, Solania, Muhatira, Visser. And this Owen Windsor looks very exciting as well. So it'll be interesting to see how Metro Stars line up with all these new players coming in. And Campbelltown City, of course, they've got a few new players as well, including Adam, Liam, Bruno and Piscineri.
Yeah, and then you've got Saturday action. There's a big 4 games happening on the weekend. So Saturday got Croydon, Playford. Playford is where that's where they finished off their season last year in the regular season against Western Strikers at Croydon's home ground. So what a way to kick it all off back there at Croydon's home ground for round one. It'll be interesting to see how it all goes. We've got George Sonis as the head coach there, so see how he can start his season for Croydon FC. Parahill Knights, West Torrens Bacala. West Torrens have made some massive ins. Sorry, Croydon just announced Margush as well. That's a massive in goals for
the
them.
Goalkeeper.
Yeah, Daniel Margush coming in from Western Sydney Wanderers. A huge in for them to have someone of that calibre. I know he hasn't played football too much in the last 12 months, but to have him in this level, I think it's great. And I think if he goes well, he could get picked up back into the A-League very quickly.
Possibly, although that's probably not what Croydon want to hear.
No, definitely wouldn't be. But I think they would let him go if they did get the opportunity for him to get a second opportunity. Parahills, West Torrens, Bacala. Burks have Blackwood. That's a big in for them, and many other ins as well.
Yeah, Adam Lecornu, Matsumoto from Campbelltown's gone there. Nathan Andijanto and Alan Welsh, Ryan Yates, Tyrese Conway as well. He's gone there too. So a lot of players going into Bacala. Yeah,
and I'm looking forward to the Mowbray Jets Comets one as well. Mowbray Jets hosting that. Raiders, Adelaide United. That's going to be a big fixture as well. But Sunday is when it all finishes off. FK Belgrade, a Sunday night at Beergrad's home ground is always a great occasion to head down there. I think everyone's going to be that excited, going to head down. Adelaide City going to be a good team to watch as well. They've brought in some big players as well, especially with goalkeeper. Bruce Kamau is a big in for them.
Absolutely, yeah. Bruce Kamau and the goalkeeper, like you say, John Hall. Yeah.
Yes, John Hall's a massive in. And also the goalkeeper, Dakota Oshinum, being picked up at FK Belgrade. So he left Adelaide City at the end of last season. Now he's been picked up by FK Belgrade. What a way to kick off the season. He's playing against his former side.
Wow, yeah, I thought he'd gone to Europe. That's news to me, Johnny. I'm learning it all here in the local game.
Yes, so he did go. He was gone to Germany, but he got picked up by FK Belgrade. So he is. I'm not sure what happened there, but he is back in the NPL, and that's a massive in for them because they've still got a couple of good goalkeepers in Kavanagh and Signorello there. Jokic has finished up with football. Their third goalkeeper. So now they still have 3 goalkeepers, but one in Dakota Oshinum. I think he's definitely going to be their number one, unfortunately, for the other 2.
Yeah, well, they can only have one. Or they can play 2, but they can only have one in the actual goal, can't they?
Absolutely. Well, that's going to be exciting. Quick tip for winners of this year. I think Adelaide City and Metro Stars are going to be up there. But Campbelltown, I'm not sure where to go yet with if Daniel needs a bit of time to find his feet, but that could be the 3rd team up there as well.
I would tend to agree with you. I would be looking at Adelaide City, I would be looking at Campbelltown, and certainly Metro Stars. I mean, Metro Stars have finished top of the table for the last 2 years in a row, and that's some achievement.
Yep. And if you ask Vlado Blajeka, he'll tell you it's Croatia Raiders are going to win the league. I hope they do.
He's got to think that. He's their coach.
Absolutely.
Vlado.
And let's take a very quick look at the State League One round one fixtures for this weekend as well. Vipers FC, West Adelaide kicking it all off. Sturton Cove as well. All Saturday fixtures. Cumberland United and Salisbury. Cobras, South Adelaide, Pontian Eagles, their first game in the State League One is against Fulham United. And Adelaide Olympic, their first game, as they've dropped into the State League One, is against Adelaide Blue Eagles at home. I think that's going to be a double header there because they'll have Vipers, who also play at Apex Football Stadium, playing prior to that fixture as well. So a big double header down there.
A chance for each team to look at each other in the flesh in round one, you know. So yeah, 2 games at the one venue.
I know, we've got the Apex Derby now down there in State League One. So one to head down to, get some good food, some great football, double the action, double the State League One action as well. So
always the food, Johnny, always the food.
Always the food. And there's Cobras there as well. Pontian Eagles haven't eaten there yet. Sturt got good pies. So yeah, definitely go down and eat some food. David, what's your tip? Who to look out for in State League One this year?
I'm glad you asked me, Johnny, because I think Sturt are probably a good chance, but I actually fancy the 2 sides that came down to do very well and go back up. So that's South Adelaide and Adelaide Olympic. They've both had very good pre-seasons and good results against quality opposition in the likes of Metro Stars and Comets. So I actually fancy the 2 teams that come down, that's Olympic and South Adelaide, to maybe go back up.
I think West Adelaide are going to be contenders as well, I believe. So time will tell. But anyway, that is your State League One fixtures this weekend. Hope you enjoyed the show so far. We got one more thing to go to. Press for time. Antonis Pagonis, take it away, mate.
Johnny, glad you've been able to negotiate with my agent for another year, and no better way to start than the Young Socceroos in the Under-20s Asian Cup. 6 South Australians, they've all come from local South Australian football and Adelaide United. They've won all 3 games in the group stage, perfect with 9 points, and they move on to decide the quarterfinals. You win the quarterfinal, you're into the Under-20s World Cup, so big game there. Let's support them.
Thanks again, Antonis Pagonis from Front Page Football for that. David, that is the end of episode 1 of season 2.
Already?
I know. We've got 29 to go. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure. thelocalgame.com.au/win. Go there, enter for your tickets for Adelaide United taking on MacArthur, which is a double header with the NPL FK Belgrade Adelaide United Youth. See you all next week. David, we're using the cup.
Cheers.
We're going to have a tea. You guys go enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the football. I can't wait for all the action. It's round 1 this weekend. We'll be covering the WSL, WNPL and State League 2s in the next couple of weeks as they kick off. And we'll keep you up to date with everything. Have a great weekend. We'll see you all next week.
See ya.
Cheers. Cheers.